Hello, Los Angeles, California. And people visiting Los Angeles, California, this man right here is Rob Benedict.
And this is Richard Speight Jr.
Hi, everybody.
We are the kings of con.
If the crowns didn't point that out.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that I have a crown on my head.
This is awesome.
It's
Look
incredible.
at me. This is standing room only, Robbie.
You know what's exciting, Rich, is we actually have a moderator.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
We got so excited to have our own moderator that we wanted to come up here and say hi and introduce our moderator. I mean, we feel, Robbie and I have been doing supernatural conventions for a long time as the moderators.
Right.
We've never actually had our own. Now we're going to take him with us everywhere. We feel all grown up. Our parents are so proud.
And he's much better looking than us.
Tomato, tomato, Robbie. The point is we have a moderator.
Let's give it up for Leo Camacho.
Leo Camacho.
The Kings of Con moderator.
The first ever.
First ever Kings of Con moderator.
Leo.
Thank you for hassling me. The parking's insane out there.
Listen.
Leo just got here.
Leo just got here. Let's not give Leo a hard time. Tardiness is a word that's overused.
It is over.
Late.
Yeah.
What's late? Here on
In LA.
stage with us, you're on time.
In LA, late is on time, right?
Exactly.
That's how it works. Man, it's crazy. This is the craziest, I almost said kamikaze, how dare I? LA Comic-Con that I've ever seen. You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
You look awesome. Everybody looks great.
A lot of you look fantastic. Some of you phoned it in. I'm not gonna name names. You know who you are.
Don't blame them.
But we have our own. You don't understand how exciting it is for us to have a moderator. Robbie and I have been moderately moderating for a long time.
Yeah, they call us the moderate.
The moderators.
I like how meta that is, that you guys have only moderated and now you're introducing a moderator to come moderate your panel.
That's how
I
we
know.
do.
Wow.
And by the way,
very meta.
we have a lot of questions for you. We're pretty much your panel.
Sweet. Let's begin. Huh?
I'm kidding.
Guys, who's excited? This is amazing. To have
Yeah.
you guys on stage. Wow, this is my honor. Thank you guys for having me, especially knowing my penchant for tardiness. So I guess we'll start. I mean, for the uninitiated, why don't you guys just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Let's do this. So,
Yeah.
Rob Benedict, the man to my left, and myself, we've been doing conventions for a long time, since the late 70s.
Since the dawn of convention.
When the dawn of conventions, when we used to, when dinosaurs ruled the planets.
we
Before
call,
the
we
ice
call it the
melted.
Carter years.
So we've been doing conventions for a long time and decided, we're goofy and funny and backstage with a lot of goofy, funny people doing goofy, funny things. Let's make a show about it. So we did. And it's called Kings of Con. And it's a show that stars Rob Benedict and myself and is set in the behind-the-scenes world of fan conventions where the craziest people in the room are always the actors paid to be there. And it launches coming up here on November 15th. Comic-Con HQ, Robbie.
That's right, Comic-Con HQ. Comic-Con-HQ. Comic-Con HQ.
Wait, walk me through this again.
I misplaced
Whoa,
the
whoa,
dash.
whoa, whoa.
So you start with comic.
So it's dash comic.
No,
wait.
dash comic dash con.
4 people are going to see this now because
We won't be 2 of them. We've screwed them. No, try that again.
Comic-con-hq.com.
That's where you can. Robbie, that sounds like what is some sort of new premium digital network? What is that?
Wow, Rich, it is
Tell us
a
a
new
little bit
premium.
about it.
It's so
I read the
exciting.
memo.
It's so exciting, you can't sit down.
I don't like sitting down, Robbie.
Yeah.
It makes me feel weird.
It's a new premium digital network that Comic-Con is starting.
Teamed up with Lionsgate.
That's right, and it's got great programming, great shows, and we're honored to be a part of it. But
Sure.
our show, it's a single camera, half hour, and it's a sitcom, really based. It's inspired by our real life behind the scenes.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
Our behind the scenes shenanigans.
Were you ever not behind the scenes? Did you guys ever attend cons as fans? On the
Yeah,
other
Robbie.
side?
Have you ever been to a convention as a? You could pay. Have you ever ponied up for the ticket,
You ever
Robbie?
dressed up in cosplay?
Yeah. One time, a couple years in a row, Rich and I went down to Comic-Con San Diego, and we kind of walked the floor, doing interviews and that sort of thing.
Right.
For another sort of a website that had us doing that kind of thing, and that was fun. That was certainly, we learned a lot. A lot of people dressed me up. I did what's the thing? The steampunk. I did the steampunk. Wore a corset.
I just remember you wearing a lot of cod pieces.
I had a lot of cod pieces.
And that was before we went to the show floor. That was your own personal.
That's right.
We don't talk about that
That's
here.
right.
So you guys have seen it from both ends.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've never, before entering the world of Supernatural, which is the show Robbie and
Who
I.
watches Supernatural? One or two of you. That's pretty good.
If you ever make a friend from a show and you become buddies and you feel like you're on level footing, and then that buddy suddenly gets anointed to play God on television, it will damage your relationship. I just want you to know that. There's a price to pay.
No.
Somebody gets the big head.
Only sometimes.
I'm not going to point fingers.
When you push it. Just when you push it.
When you threaten to smite me, that's a bridge too
Sometimes
far.
people need to be smited.
Richard Speight, he'll call me.
Yeah.
The truest truth.
So we had, I don't think I'd never done a convention before actually being a guest at one. Yeah, I'd never attended one until we did the Supernatural world. And even the Supernatural world, these conventions that we do for them are very different than these giant media.
Well, that was my next question. I mean, you go to a lot of cons.
We do.
But the majority of them are Supernatural cons.
They are.
Give us a little taste of what that's like, what that experience is kind of compared to LA Comic-Con, for example.
Well, one of the big differences at Supernatural conventions, everybody knows who we are, whereas half these people are thinking, who are these jackholes on stage? Understandable. But we've been so immersed in the Supernatural world for so many years that that's, kind of our home base. It's really fun to come to these much larger events, if for no other reason, for our own edification. I spend half the time walking with Rob going, who's that? What's that guy dressed as?
Right.
Why is he doing that?
The answer is
That guy.
Harley Quinn and Deadpool every time.
It was Harlequin. There you
Yeah,
go.
this is how much he needed to be schooled. When he first saw Harley Quinn, he was like, oh, that's Harley Quinn. It's Harley Quinn, Harlequin. That's what I'm saying, it's Harley Quinn. Harlequin.
One word.
I remember the Harlequin romances that had Fabio on the cover of those books, and I thought,
Calm down.
we have a Fabio hater. Who knew they existed? Yeah, and so I was mispronouncing the name. I don't have my finger on the pulse of pop culture like Robbie does.
He said from the main stage of Comic-Con.
Well, I have my finger on the pulse of how to get in the back exit, but I don't have. See, Robbie, that's one of the benefits of being God. You're all-knowing.
He's so confident. It's like, yes.
All parenthetically obnoxiously knowing.
No, it's different because this is, look at this. This is amazing. There's really nothing quite like this,
It's like, I feel like we're doing we're giving some sort of, we should have a Vitamix. I feel like we're at a Walmart. And there's this giant, like we should be doing some sort of display on how to make smoothies.
Right, exactly.
People just stop by Costco to see what we're making.
Yeah. Just
And
try
you
it.
add soy milk, next thing you know, you have a healthy snack.
With this flavor.
We're selling this over here. Because I've never done this where you see all the people kind of milling in the back.
Yeah.
So,
So, it's the Supernatural conventions they're similar. It's, in the same family.
So you get inundated. You're in the con scene. You're showing up con after con. Everybody knows who you guys are. What leads you to take that concept and then transfer that into a show and turn it into a show?
I think we're more inspired by the camaraderie Rob and I developed on the road, which was, given rise to because of our work on conventions. The conventions themselves, we're always struck by how incredibly dialed in and interesting the fans are.
Right.
That's,
They know everything.
They do, and they're a bright, diverse bunch. And yes, I'm sucking up to you people, but that's true. It's really true. We've been, not knowing this world very well. When you come to the conventions and you meet all these people who are, super into their kids, bringing their kids, introducing their kids to their favorite movies and books and comics, and first responders and doctors and authors in their own right coming to conventions. They're super interesting and fascinating people to talk to, which doesn't make great television. What makes great televisions are the jackholes backstage that we're stuck working with, like ourselves and our cohorts from the world. We found that the actors and the weird stuff we'd find ourselves involved in backstage, at the airports, in the kitchens, in the hotels, that gave rise to wacky situations that we thought would be really funny. And Robbie and I just developed a good rapport with each other.
Yeah, we we joke around a lot, but really our show has a lot of heart. At the bottom of it all, in spite of everything, these two guys are good friends. And like I said, it was all inspired by sort of things that have happened to us. We just, about 3 years ago, we were like, this is too good. This should be a show. And so we started writing it, and and that led to. What was great is that a couple of years ago, we ended up going on Indiegogo and raising a little money thanks to our fans. I mean, our fans from the beginning supported the show, supported us, and that sort of helped lifted us onto a level where, you have a text? You taking a text?
Business.
It lifted us to a level where, Lionsgate took notice and were like, hey, this is something, and now we're here. So it's really because of the fans that we're here in front of you.
Yeah, 100%.
Give it up for yourselves. That's really, God, it's so amazing. I mean, what was that sort of like? I mean, I know you talk about the juxtaposition a lot of when you're at a con and when you're not at a con. What is that like, sort of jumping in there and just suddenly having this whole world that knows every detail about your body of work?
That was interesting because when Rob and I started the convention world, the big juxtaposition is on the plane and on the car ride to the airport, nobody knows who the hell you are, but the second you walk in that lobby, they're like, that guy!
That guy.
And then you leave and they're back.
You guys
to
are doing a
knowing
lot
who
of
you are.
stuff. I mean,
We have, but Rob has a super long resume. I've been lucky enough to work on some interesting projects, but they don't necessarily have a convention following.
Right.
There's a different, genre of material that attracts the crowd that wants to gather and
Right.
meet you and have you sign stuff. So,
Yeah, you go into the bank and they're like, who the hell are you? You got no funds left. Sorry, sir. Turn around.
But I'm God!
so I don't care how many
Oh my God! All right, security.
Security, get this guy.
I don't care how many headshots you hand me, sir. These have no monetary value.
Exactly.
Also,
Ouch.
the Fabio hater doesn't like headshots.
No.
You can't even win on
He's
stage.
headshot.
I really hate Fabio and headshots.
Yeah, so that's what we thought was always fascinating about it. I mean, early on, Rich had a pretty good story about, saying goodbye. Everybody's like, we love you, oh my God, we love you so much. And he goes out and like, his ride didn't come. And so a fan ended up having to take him.
And the fan's like, you lift? I'm like, I'm stranded. That was the catchphrase of our series, still is, but it was when we were pitching the idea and shooting the teaser, our catchphrase was, meet Rob and Rich, these two men are super famous 13 weekends a year. Because it was sort of a microcosm of notoriety being involved in a show like Supernatural that had such a passionate fan base, or people who'd never heard of it. And our real life seemed to be surrounded by the people who don't watch the show, so we get to go and meet the people who do watch the show on the weekends, and that's awesome.
So 13 seasons, right?
They're on season 12 right now.
Oh, 12.
They're in season 12. Yeah. How dare you? No,
how dare I? Sorry, I'm giving too much credit.
It's the show. I mean, it's the show that keeps going.
And obviously active following and fan base, as we said. I do have a question. This is a personal one. It's not even on this sheet. Have you ever looked yourself up on Tumblr?
Okay, I'm gonna confession here. I don't know how to tumble.
Oh!
So I don't
There
know.
you go.
I know that people quote the Tumblr and the stuff. I don't know how to actually get there.
He's like, I've done it. I've seen a lot of
That's okay.
animated GIFs. It's not pretty.
This is his thing though, because Robbie knows how to go to Tumblr. Robbie knows how to chat while snapping. Robbie does all that crap.
You're like, Harlequin, Tumblr. I got nothing.
I know all the
Give me-
words. All the words.
Siri,
Yes.
take me to Tumblr town.
Spelling Tumblr.
Tumbleton.
He's spelling Tumblr ER.
Tumblr.
No, he's.
I have looked at the Tumblr. I've seen some things. I've seen some things.
Wait a minute. Here's a question, Robbie. Leo, is it like dirty? Should I be going on Tumblr? I feel like.
What are you into?
You guys are acting real sketchy about it.
Search Richard Speight, Rob Benedict, Tumblr. There's no ERs. There's R. Tumblr.
Okay.
Tumblr. I just see what you see.
See what you see, and God sees it all, right?
I don't trust God. That's really off-putting.
That's amazing.
I don't.
It's really weird.
Do you have a personal favorite?
Is it,
You have a personal
do you
favorite?
guys use Tumblr? Is that a thing that people do?
Are you properly hashtagging?
What's wrong with it? Why is he sketchy? What is weird about Tumblr?
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, see, erotic fan fiction. Excuse me. I've got to step backstage. Check out the
There's
Tumblr.
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
That's what he was checking on his phone.
Hey,
by
tell
the
you
way.
something. It's no crime like a little erotic fan fiction, Robbie. Is that a crime?
No? No, sir.
No jury would convict, Robbie.
No, hey, I'm with you, buddy. I'm not judging.
Just relax, God.
I'm relaxed.
A little erotic fan fiction. Whatever. You created it.
Sure.
What?
I'll take that. But
Are you ready for Kings of Con fanfic?
yeah, let's do it. Bring it on.
Absolutely. We should be so lucky.
Just draw our bodies better than they actually are.
That's the only way people.
What
draw
you're doing is if you could just take out the gray, it'd be
Exactly.
maybe shed a few pounds. It'd be nice. No, we're super excited. We, as Robbie was saying earlier, we are. This whole ride has been fueled by fans. The fact that Supernatural has the huge audience it has gotten us work on that show, has kept that show on. It's enabled our characters to come back. It's enabled me to go direct that show. It enabled us to have the seeds of this idea bloom into a full-grown idea that we could put together. And then with the crowdfunding, the crowd, who's the Supernatural audience, got behind it and helped us push it across the finish line to be at this very spot.
Yeah,
So it's awesome.
we're so proud of it, you know, that it really started as this nugget in a bar late at night, like this should be a show, and it really does, like Rich just said, include the fans, and you know, it's a show, it's a behind-the-scenes show. We play very characterized versions of Rob and Rich, but it's
More characterized?
even more, and we just. I can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of guest stars on the show, a lot of whom you might see in the trailer we're about to show you. Some people that you might recognize. A lot of our friends came on. We've got some great actors, and just can't wait for you to see it. It's just a really fun, funny project.
I like your description, by the way, of saying it started as a nugget in a bar. Kids at home, most things that start as a nugget in the bar are not good. This happened to work. Don't let us be your example.
Well, can we actually?
Sure,
Wait, this is a world premiere.
We're premiering the trailer,
for
right
Kings of
here. No one has seen it. No one has seen it except for we saw it.
So close your eyes.
So here we go.
I'm an actor, and I haven't acted in 5+ years. You have a fan base. That fan base has gotten you into fan conventions. That gives us 13 weekends of fan fantasy camp. I dress like an asshole. I dance around like a monkey. My career is over. Sat behind the scenes in the world of fan conventions. Oh, he's out of his mind. That's what I'm talking about. Hell of a weekend. Hello.
Whose room is this? I'm doing my stage vocal warm-ups.
Rob's now in emotional turmoil. Where did it all go so pear-shaped? Damn.
Thank you, Whippany. I'm out.
If you'd introduced me like that, I'd have punched you in the teeth.
You do not bite the hand that feeds you, and you sure as hell don't let it give you a tug job.
I'm going through a dry spell right now, but that's the biz.
Ah! Oh! Oh, that's burned in. Asshole!
Let the fanfic begin. Give it up.
That's just for. You're welcome.
You are just feeding the Tumblr machine. You're not even being
Yeah,
discreet about it.
I'm not sure where fanfic can go. I feel like we may
You
have.
can go there.
So
Apparently.
yeah. So there you go. There you have it. You
We
might
did
have-
that shot of Rob running up the walkway in his birthday suit was part of the original pilot that Rob and I shot together. And when we did that, we did not know that that would be the shot that lived forever in perpetuity. It became like our business cards. It's just Rob going, ah!
It's like Sasquatch.
You gotta be proud. That's the way God made you, or the way you made yourself. I
It's
guess.
in every trailer we've ever cut. It's in.
Not to mention my neighbors, because we shot that in my front yard. So yeah, it's a good story. I'm so sorry, neighbors.
They're over there, apparently.
As you can tell from that, there are a lot of familiar faces and more that you maybe didn't even see in there. Couldn't be more excited about this. And this one's dressed as Chuck.
That's awesome. Well done.
World's greatest dad.
And that one was dressed as Liz, our stage manager. That's a trip. Good cosplay, Liz.
Yeah.
Are the shots at the con actually shots from cons?
Yeah, we did. Well, some are, some aren't. But we did we spent a weekend in Phoenix at a Phoenix convention, and thanks to the gracious help from Creation Entertainment, who is the con company that does Supernatural cons, we spent a weekend there shooting what turned into our opening credit sequence. So a lot of those larger crowd sequences we used for our opening credit sequence. And then we built, we shot in a hotel in Los Angeles and recreated the con experience there for the actual show. So
And they're based on stories that have actually happened to you.
something in every. Here's the thing: is it a documentary? No, sir. Is it a reality show? I don't know, Robbie. Is it? No, sir. But something in each show actually happened.
That's right.
Something gave, when Rob and I were breaking the stories, we'd come up with, Rob kept a running list of goofy, funny things that we would go, make a note. Usually happening to us, but sometimes happening to somebody we were working with. And then when it came time to actually write the show, we would we line those up and like, all right, we'll drop these into, so something is in each episode. Sometimes it's a major plot point, sometimes it's something very small, but there's always some little nugget of reality. It's the second nugget reference we've made today.
Too many nuggets over here. And can we, without giving anything away from the show, we don't want to spoil anything, do you have a good con story to share?
Robbie?
Uh-oh.
This is in the show. One time we pulled into New Jersey, Whippany, New Jersey, to do a supernatural convention, and checked into our hotel. We were both on the 9th floor. My phone ran out of batteries, and I wanted to get a hold of Rich, who was in room 911. So I picked up the phone, I called 911, and a voice on the other line says, 911, what's your emergency? And I said, funny, Rich, let's go get a beer. What's your emergency, sir? Okay, Rich, I hear you, this is funny, but I'm actually not in the mood. Let's go get a beer. Sir, where are you? And I realized at that point, I freaking called 911. I didn't dial 7 first to get out of the hotel or whatever. So, he keeps asking me where I am, and I freak out, and I hang up the phone. And I realize I've done something real bad. I've been in New Jersey for 15 minutes. I ran down to Rich's room, I'm knocking the door, I'm like, Rich, dial 911. Rich's like, this is funny. And he records me on his phone, retelling the story. He's like, come on, tell it again, this is great. I'm retelling it for the video camera, and then boom, 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 on the door. We look at the people, it's the freaking cops! 20 minutes now, I've been in New Jersey. Yeah, because I dialed 911, they knew it was in 911 is where the trouble was.
So they came to my room. They knocked on the, and Robbie's like, it's the cops. I'm like, you're jerking my chain. It's the cops. So we write this into the script, and from there the story gets fictionalized, but that's one of the...
That really happened, yeah.
That really happened, and we turned in the scripts. Among the notes Lionsgate and Comic-Con gave us, they're like, hey, here's the thing, guys. If you called 911 from a hotel, the cops wouldn't show up. We're like, oh really? It sure as shit would. And did. So we ain't changing that one. Yeah. So that was one of our...
I remember when they were like, well, we just need to see your room where you called from, like 9:20 or whatever, right? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I remember walking down the hall, I'm like, wait, do I have a dead body in my room? Did I do something wrong? I don't remember.
Did I bring the brick of black tar heroin this trip? Or was that last trip? I know you were oddly nervous, and we hadn't even unpacked. There was nothing to search. Just your roller bag, sir?
So that's the kind of thing. That gets
That's
written
the
down.
kind of
That's
thing.
the kind
That's
of
the kind of thing, yeah.
That's going
It's
to
a
be happening.
low-key Tuesday for you.
That's right, that's right.
It sounds amazing. When can we watch this? When does this premiere?
So November 15th is the premiere of the show. They're gonna release episodes 1 and 2 on the 15th of November. ComicConHQ.com.
Robbie, let's say I have Apple TV.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Can't do it.
You can actually watch it on Apple TV.
Oh. But like Roku, Amazon, like nada, right?
It'll be eventually available on Roku, Amazon, Apple
What?
TV.
Robbie, you're saying it's everywhere?
It's gonna be everywhere.
Dear God. Dear God. Yes, it's going to be everywhere. So download the app. Go to
Right. So you'll be able to watch them.
comic-conhq.com. Go to the App Store on your device, assuming it's not engulfed in flames.
I think we're going to do kind of an event thing for the premiere, so stay tuned. We'll be, tweeting and posting about that. So.
Robbie,
Where do they follow?
Snapchat, your favorite social tool.
Yeah.
We have a filter.
Yeah, supposedly today there's supposed to be in this area, there's supposed to be a Kings of Con filter, so look for that. on the when you look at it and you turn the.
It
and you
adds
put the
it adds
thing-
gray to your beer and makes your hairline go backwards.
Calls
my
the
God.
police.
Oh wait, no, that's just a
Yeah.
mirror.
It actually it gets you right to the LAPD.
We're so
So yeah,
excited.
and these are around too. You can get yourself one of these.
Oh yeah, and Robbie, that's the other thing. Robbie and I are going to sign stuff.
Oh yeah.
We're
and
signing stuff.
1948 is the booth. There's the year Rich was
pound sign,
born.
just pound sign 1948 in your phone.
It's
no.
booth 911.
Oh,
No, just booth number 1948.
booth number 1948.
Just remember
Robbie.
it this way: as the year Rich was born.
The year I was born, 1948, and
Yeah, then we're gonna be signing stuff for about an hour.
we're gonna sign tumbled stuff. That makes sense?
No.
Can we sign tumblers?
No.
Crap.
And it's worth pointing out too, by the way, you guys, Comic-Con HQ is free for the first 30 days, and
Yeah.
it's $5 a month. So just check it out. It's free at first.
It's
Go
a
for
bargain
it.
at twice the price.
Twice.
2 times free being still free.
Extra free.
There you go.
Leo,
Yeah.
thank you so much for.
Hey, thank you guys for
moderating.
having me. This has
Leo,
been
you
an
were our
absolute
first
blast.
ever moderator, and
Leo
Yeah.
Camacho,
I'll never
everybody.
go back. Leo Camacho. Everybody, thank you for being here. We hope to see you at booth 1948.
Go!
November 15th, watch Kings of Con. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Now I'm saying goodbye. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Ready? Selfing it backwards. Get over here. Get everybody. Everybody, I'm going to need your tags after this. Thank you. Thank you, guys.